What to do, YouTube? It's your boy Lil Ron here on another travel vlog video. Today I'm with my daughter. We heading out of town for her birthday weekend. She turning 12, and it's gonna be a long weekend of fun and adventure. Look at her knocked out. She had like she been up all night. And here we are in Belize. Belize is the destination of choice this year. Usually I take her out of town for her birthday. Last year we went to Cancun. This year we're in Belize. And as you can see, Belize is a pretty decent country so far. So we're gonna get into it. Here's the Airbnb. This is my room. Big king bed, big master bedroom, you know. Inside was pretty nice. You know, everything was up to date, modern. Outside didn't look too good though. But it's cool. We make the best of it. It was like a duplex, triplex really. We was on the second floor. Had a big nice patio with a hammock. Yeah, you see that over there. Had a little waterfront view. You know, it was nice out, windy, not too hot. This day. Y'all stay tuned. Follow with me now. So we decided to go out, hit the streets a little bit, walk around. Yeah, like a small little beach park. That was about 20 minutes away. Took a couple pics at this nice sign, as you can see. Went and got some lunch. Got her some chicken nuggets, chicken tenders and fries. Her favorite. You know me. I had to bust down the, what is it? The stewed chicken, plantain, rice, and a little potato salad. It was pretty good. Had a little dessert. You know, gotta have that dessert. So after we had dessert, lunch, we went to another beach park that was like right down the street, well, right in front of the Airbnb. They had another nice sign that you see Dolphin Park. That's pretty much the end of the first day. Went to sleep, woke back up the next morning. Beautiful morning. Like I said, the weather was pretty nice the majority of the time. Not too hot, nice breeze. Oceanfront view. She dressed, she ready to go. I'm over here messing around. Today, we're gonna go to San Pedro by ferry. Okay, we gotta take a couple more pics before we got ready to go on the ferry ride. It was the much better Belize sign that I found at the last minute before it was time to go. So here we are on the ferry, heading over to San Pedro. San Pedro is about an hour and a half boat ride from Belize City. The boat ride costs pretty much $40 per person, and it's like 2 stops. So once you get there, you'll see you have to rent these golf carts out. The golf cart is $50 a day. There are plenty of places to rent these golf carts there on San Pedro, and all the prices are pretty much the same. So here we are. After this, we're gonna head over and get a little bit of breakfast. So this is what we had. I had a Belizean dish, Belizean style eggs and beans. She had some French toast, simple. So now we're heading over to the other side of San Pedro, which is Secret Beach, where they have a bunch of different beach clubs. Well, not beach clubs. Yeah, pretty much beach clubs. Secret Beach is probably 35-minute golf cart drive. So here, we finally made it to the beautiful Secret Beach. So now, you had to flick it up, get a few pics, for the Instagram. She don't like taking pics too much. So while we're on Secret Beach, they have a bunch of day beds, which are all free. So that was great. Got us a nice little spot so we can post up and roam the whole side of Secret Beach and do some activity. So one of the activities we decided to do on San Pedro was this, what would you call it? Aquatic playground. So it's a playground out in the middle of the water that we had to walk to. As you can see, it's like monkey bar, kind of like monkey bars, floatable playground, obstacle course, what you call it. We had a pretty good time. She was having a great time. I was out there doing my thing, And I want to say, I can't remember the price, but I think it was like $20, maybe $25 per person.
Go, take your time, go.
To go play on the playground.
There you go. There you go.
We gotta go. Wipe out! Yeah. She ain't make it. When I did it, straight through.
Oh, man.
But it is what it is. The water wasn't too deep. It was probably like 3 feet of water. So, anybody could stand up there, but they require us to wear these life jackets, safety precautions just in case. So here comes me, but she didn't record it too great. But I made it all the way through. As you can see, by the hair, I barely made it, but I got through there. Like I said, it was an obstacle course. It was a whole bunch of things to do. So we probably just played out there for about an hour,
Swing your body. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun thing to do. She had a great time. Me too. And if you're ever in Belize or go to San Pedro, this is perfect for you and your kids to do and spend a day on the water. Like I said, the water's probably only 3 feet, so everybody can stand up. You don't have to worry about any sharks, fishes, or a few minor fishes, but you're not even gonna notice it. So and here come me, I got to be a little extra. I like to fly off of stuff, you see? So I got her to get up there and try. She struggled a little bit, but I had to walk her through it. So after coaching her for about 5-10 minutes, we actually started to get a little bit of progress. As you can see, she's making her way up now. Finally getting up there. All the way to the top. There you go. So now she at the top. Big decision to make. Go back where we started, or to just slide off. So now I had to motivate her and talk her into sliding off. She didn't want to go at first, but I'm her biggest supporter, so I talked her into finally taking that big dive and slide off. Here we go. Hold your nose. Count to 3. Go. Wasn't so bad, was it? Alright, after being out on the playground for a while, it's time to get some lunch. So we stopped by Blue Bayou. I had the lobster, rice. She had, once again, tenders and fries. So after lunch, it was time to head back to the other side of the island so we can catch our ferry back to Belize City. Before we did that, we stopped in front of the famous San Pedro sign and take a few more Instagram pics and flick it up, for memories. It's end of the day. I'm whooped right now. About to chillax in this motherfucking hammock. Call it a day. On to the next adventure tomorrow. Put that in ATV in, zip lining, all the typical shit, and then cave tubing. Shit kind of nice. Calm street, not much noise except for last night. Motherfucking dog barking all night and shit. That was the only thing that was tripping me out. It was so quiet as fuck. Ain't nothing going on, but you hear the loud ass one dog calling all motherfucking night. I'd rather be shit. Nah, it was more like a few hours. Alright, get ready to do our shit today. ATV. Ain't alright. So we got some breakfast this morning at this restaurant called Baked. We both had frappes. We both had a special waffle dish. It was pretty good before on this long day of activities. ATV was the first activity. It was pretty dope. Not one of the best ATV tours I've been on. It had to been probably maybe the second or third best ATV tour I've been on. Our ATV guide, he was pretty cool. I forgot his name. But we had another tour guide who mainly took us around to all the rest of the other tours we were on. Like the zip lining and then the cave tubing. His name was Melvin. He was a cool dude. Had a lot of interesting facts he told us about Belize. And here's a cornfield in Belize. The Scarecrow. Part of the tour. So next up on our tour was zip lining. The zip lining place was probably about 20-30 minutes from where we did ATVs. This zip line course was a pretty decent zip line course. Wasn't the greatest, but it was nice. Had some great views. We zip lined over a river. This course only had 6 zip lines. Most of them was pretty high speed. I can't really tell from there. We gotta flick it up. She went first. She had a good time. That was probably one of the shorter zip lines of the course. I think this was like the longest. Yeah, you can tell she was a little afraid on this one. Yeah, this was the longest. There you go, man. Get out there.
Just sit. All you gotta do is sit and go.
You can scream, okay?
Last one, man. Make it
Here
count.
we go at the last zip line. Like I said before,
Over the river.
there was a part during this course where you got the zip line over like a little river. Here you see the river in the background. That's the one we just zip lined across. So next, we're heading to do cave tubing. Cave tubing was a couple minute drive away from the zip lining course. As you can see, it was just some nice Mayan ruins we've seen. Now here we go. So to get to the cave tube, it was like a little hike. You had to cross these rivers.
Getting it in.
The current wasn't too rough.
Getting it in, baby.
But, they have that out there just in case.
Look.
She was a little scared, a little nervous. But
Real nature.
You know me, I'm behind her talking her through it, making sure she gets through it. That's our tour guide, Melvin. he was the tour guide basically throughout the whole tour. Um, I'll drop all the links in the bio. Okay, so I got to tell you why we're crossing all these rivers. So in order to get to the actual caves that we're going to tube through, we have to cross about 3 or 4 different river crossings. But that was actually the shortcut. We could have took a longer route all the way around, but we chose to take the shorter cut, which ended up being a more scenic route versus going all the way around on foot on the trail. And plus, we got to get into fresh water. It wasn't cold. As he said, it was refreshingly cool.
You'll be alright. That's what we got a tour guide for.
Okay, this was like the last river crossing. But at this one, it was a little deeper, and then the current was much stronger. It wasn't crazy strong where I can handle it, but for a child who's not a great swimmer, she had to get carried on his back across. Now here we are finally at the cave tubes. And this is the cave that we're about to go explore, and our tour guide. Well, the current is really rough here. But, he's a local. He's been doing this forever, so he's certified to handle all this. Now, as he's guiding us through these caves, he's telling us, little facts about the cave, and there's a lot of different little rocks with their shape and form in a certain way. And the way he describes some of them, if you use your imagination, you can see, there was one form that's a door for an elf, and then there's some form that's other objects. As we're going along through the tour, he's explaining these items. As we're on this tour, surprisingly, I didn't see any bats. I don't know, for whatever reason, when I think cave, I just thought I was going to see, at least 1 or 2 bats or some type of bats. We didn't see any bats, so that's cool. And, if you're someone who's not really fond of nature. So, here's like a midway point through the cave where we stopped, and then we had to climb up on these rocks. And then he took us on like a little hike inside the cave and showed us even more stuff, more artifacts. Because this, from what he was telling us, this is where the Mayans came, and they used the cave to do a lot of cool things in there, as far as harvesting, building stuff, and just using the cave to see, if you can see here, he was showing us pottery. The Mayans somehow, for whatever reason, they came to the caves to make a lot of their pots and vases and stuff. So here's some old Mayan pottery. So after we walked through there, we hopped back in our tubes and we came back out on the other end of the cave. And then after that, the tour's pretty over. We went and got lunch and ate, and then went back to the Airbnb. So this is pretty much the end of the rest of the trip. Here's some more pics, and tell me how you like it.